Hello, everybody. Good night. It is race day here at Bark River for Top Box TV. My name is Dave Ward. Up in the booth, like always, Brody Center. How are you tonight, bud?
Oh, I'm feeling it tonight.
Uh, is that a good thing? Like you're feeling what exactly?
A little nauseous, but that's besides the point. We're gonna get some badass racing going on here, Dave.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, I think tonight is going to be an amazing night. I was talking to a few of the drivers here during a couple of the practice sessions that we put up. And although they did not change the tire models per se here for iRacing, they definitely did some sort of changes because I had a lot of drivers talking about how their setups that they had just were not working out for them last week. So it'll be interesting to see if they figured out anything here in the span. But Bark River, one of those races that we come to every season, and it is crazy. And tonight is double points, so I think we're going to see it all out on the line. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm nauseous about, Dave. There's gonna be no telling what's gonna happen tonight and who's gonna be on the podium.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least. I did load up here in our broadcast tonight. I have the points, so I can actually show everybody kind of what's going on here at home. And with the Pro 4 points here, we're going to put them up on the screen right now. As you can see from last week, now this is showing one drop week, so it's dropping the lowest score that anybody has here in the point series so far. And Corey Skiles right now is your leader with 151 points. Steve Harwood in second with 146. Nathan Matoxin in third with 134. Braden Ward 129. Damian Bowers with 119. And then Brandon Stover, Clay Erickson, Eric Anderson, Brock Smith, and Jeff Ives. So with tonight's double points, I think it's definitely going to be interesting. And we might see a new points leader here tonight. Harwood coming off last week with a win, and he is kind of on fire. So we'll have to see if he can overtake Skiles for the points lead. And we'll get rid of that here real quick and throw up the Pro 2. Right there, as you can see, Greg Johnson with 157 points, Nicholas Wellhouse with 123. Anthony James sitting top three with 119, so pretty tight on the points. Josh Edmondson with 114. 111 for Sean Winkler in fifth, then Timothy Niesemer, Eric Whitner, Nick Nowak, Drake Matag, and Taylor Vandenbush. So both series, both classes here tonight definitely could be battling for a new leader. What do you think the keys to the race are going to be tonight, Brody?
As you were saying before, I definitely think that some models changed somewhere because before we got on that last race, we had some updates we had to do. And the guys obviously know what they're doing and know their times. So with them being off and that being said, I'm kind of curious to see what adjustments they had to make to differentiate what adjustments were made in the iRacing sim itself. Could be the slower guys on top tonight, Dave, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I always like the little fish in a big pond thing, so I'm pulling for the guys that haven't been having very much luck lately.
Well, I think another interesting thing here for the race tonight, we changed it up a little bit. They're in open qualifying right now. Practice already finished up. Open qualifying out on the track right now. They're going to get a total of 7 laps that they can run, either in the start or the finish here during this timed session. So it's going to be a chance for them to run their best lap. However, all the trucks will have the same opportunity on the track at the same time. And right now, Josh Edmondson out on track, as well as Jeff Ives, Greg Johnson, Steve Harwood, Braden Ward. So a few of these guys are going to throw down a lap or two. I think what you'll see, though, is some of them might sandbag it a little bit. They might throw a lap on the board and then come out at the very end. What do you think? Do you think that's going to be how it goes, or something different?
It's definitely going to be the way it goes because we've noticed that in prior seasons and prior series, a little bit of sandbaggage going on. let's talk a little bit about a rivalry we got here. I don't think it's much of a toxic one, but Mr. Ives and Braden Ward, man, they got into each other last race, and you know, they had talked it over. But we're going to see if they're going to race each other really hard tonight. I'm kind of interested in seeing how that's all going to pan out.
Well, I think that you can definitely guarantee they're going to race hard. I don't think that it was intentional by any means. You know, Jeff Ives, one of the newer members here in the league, and he has kind of set it on fire since he joined. It's one of those things where I think they'll give each other enough room. But
Dave,
what's
go
up?
ahead and look at that quick time there.
Oh, Braden Ward out front with a 1:15.28. Greg Johnson in a Pro 2. He is going to be a 1:16.23. So some of the guys throwing down some times right now, kind of getting a feel. But if you can see what I can see, there's not that many trucks on the track. We have quite a few drivers in the session tonight. However, there's not even a third of them on the track right now. So I think they're letting some guys kind of break it in a little bit and doing a little bit of strategy here. So we'll see how that plays out for them tonight. And it could be interesting. It could be a little something different. You know, we're always trying to give something different here for them to look at. Something they might not have seen and that they'll have to now deal with. I guess we are like a virtual pain in the ass, huh?
Yeah, I would say so.
Just when they think they have it figured out, oh, we're going to switch it around. Going to throw up a little bit of music here, and we're going to watch some more qualifying. Braden Ward's still out on the track. He threw down a 1:15.59 last time by, so he might just be ripping his laps through right now. Jeff Ives comes in with a 1:15.71. That's good enough for third. Clay Erickson with a 1:15.53. Right there in the green and white SimWorks. Bart Fontana checking in out on YouTube. Hell yeah, let's go, boys. He's No Pants Racing. I think that's a great name for a team right there, huh?
Hey, Dave, a couple family members got some real badass side-by-sides. They want to know where they can get some vehicle upfitment, some suspension, some beautiful upfitment for their vehicles. Where should they go for something like that?
Well, if you want to be powered by Gilboa Motorsports, you should definitely check them out there in Lake Havasu. So I asked what their specialty was, Brody, and basically I was told anything and everything side-by-side wise. So if you have a side-by-side, you need some parts, you need a setup, you need some shocks tuned, a carburetor fixed, whatever, go check out Gilboa Motorsports. Not too many carburetors, huh?
No, duly noted, though.
For sure. And they are out of Lake Havasu, Arizona. We appreciate them coming on board, sponsoring the broadcast, and hopefully they are happy with what they see. Right now on the track, let's see who we got that we haven't seen in a while or ever. Lance Elkins joining us tonight. He is right there in the blue and white Pro 2. He was out here last week, newer edition. Let's see who else we have. Vincent Pitchell, I think, or Pichel. Not sure. Oh my gosh, have you seen his truck?
No.
If you're looking at the driver's side of his truck, it shows a man sitting on a toilet with his head. That is awesome. John Nix checking in out on YouTube. Yo, right back at you, brother. Too bad you couldn't make it tonight. We are rounding out the qualifying session here. Let's see, Brock Smith, a new leader, 114.67. If he can keep that up tonight, he is definitely going to be one to beat. Brock Smith, I think his brother was also trying to race tonight. Brent Smith, he might be in. It looks like he is registered for the race as well. So we'll have to see if it's going to be the Smith boys up front racing for the podium tonight, huh?
Yeah, it'd be something cool to see. I always like the duos here, brother, sister, whatever the case may be. Especially racing with Dominic, watching you race with Braden. It's fun to watch a little bit of rivalry go on there. It's playful banter, There's a little bit of door-to-door. It's fun, and it definitely gets the testosterone going for sure.
Right. All right, Nathan Metoxen, he is sitting in the second position now with a 115.22. So track seems to be coming to the guys that are waiting a little bit later here. And Metoxen taking over that second spot. Braden Ward down to third. Jeff Ives in fourth. Steve Harwood in fifth. Josh Edmondson in that Pro 2 sitting in the sixth position. So I think this is definitely going to be a great race. You know, it seems like to me this is one of the better tracks on the sim. So the racing's always hard. It's always clean, but you know, they're definitely racing hard and leaving it all out on the track. So tonight is going to be an interesting one, especially with the pro or with the double points for both classes. Let's see.
I have to say I agree with you because, you know, Crandon being our favorite track, I'm sure you and I we throw down on Crandon with the guys in here when we're messing around in practice. But Bark River is definitely the most crucial track. It seems to be harder on the trucks, harder on the competition. When they're bunched up on Bark River, they put on a hell of a show here, and they'll spread it out, and they'll close the gap too. There's no saying what's going to happen here at Bark. Anything can happen at Bark, and that's why I love it.
Yeah, I think it's a super technical track, but it's also fast. And I think that kind of, you know, comes into play with watching some of these guys out here and seeing what they can do and how they attack the track, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Corey Skiles to that second spot. He put the old lasso around Nathan Metoxen and said, I want to be a cowboy, baby. Took over that second spot over Metoxen. Let's see if he can take over Brock Smith.
Well, he's out of 114.75, so he's only 0.03 of a second off. You know, I think that's probably going to be about the target time that we're going to be looking for tonight. But it all depends on traffic as well. You know, with this mixed class racing, having the Pro 2s and the Pro 4s, there is going to be an invert in the main event tonight. I believe it's a few. I'm not going to say it on air because I want them to race as hard as they can and figure it out when they get there. But there will be a mix-up. So that could put some of these faster guys more towards mid-pack. And that is not a great place to start. If you are ripping 114s, you know, high 114s, low 115s, and you're in a pack with 116 drivers, you know, that can, you definitely have to look for more of a way around things, you know? John Nix checking in. I was going to race, but I just got back from dinner. We're all jealous. Hopefully you had something good. And Top Box Sim Racing, Cody checking in. Sure, good luck to all drivers that made it. Hint, hint, John Nix should have been there. Wow, look at that, Brody. We have a new driver on top of the board. It is now Nathan Metoxen with a 114.60. Taking it over. Yeah.
Doggy. Toxic Metoxen.
That is a 10th faster right there. And yikes. There's still a few drivers out there running 4 times. Brock Smith is still out there running, so let's see what he can do. If he can catch back up. Anthony James out there right now running his Pro 2. Looks like he just finished up. Solomon Borschinger. He is out there in the Pro 2 as well. The number 91 sitting in the 18th position right now. Looking to find a little bit of speed. He's trying to get a little bit of lap times in here. So the 906 team coming out in full force. 906 Racing. We appreciate those guys showing up and coming out and supporting the league. Vincent Pichel still out there. He's sitting in the 17th position in the number 19. That cracks me up every time I see it. Zachary Quick out there. He is sitting in the 15th position currently with the 117.35. Holy cow. Look at that. Brock Smith ripping out a 114.19. So the track definitely getting faster here.
You think we're going to hit 13s, Dave?
I've seen him. I've seen lower than 113, so it'll be interesting to see what these guys get it down to tonight. And the track's only going to get better, and these guys are going to get a little bit more. You know, it always takes a few laps for you to kind of get settled in, doesn't it? Where you kind of find that zone.
Yeah, that's very true, Dave. And also, the track can come to you too. If you set your car up for the end of the race, you're going to be out on top. If you set it for the beginning of the race, you're going to be struggling towards the end there. But definitely, there's many factors that play in this sim series here. But let me tell you, I'm very happy with the track conditions right now and what we got going on. These heat races are going to be badass, and you're not going to want to miss it.
No, and it's only going to get better from the heat races. You know what I mean? Like, once the heat races start and they really start mixing it up, it only gets better. So by the time we get to the main event, we are at full tilt, and we are getting ready to head into some heat races here shortly. It looks like Zachary Quick's still out there. 117.35 is his best. He ran a .40 last time by. And Corey Skiles. Looks like Skiles might be finishing up as well. He is sitting with a 114.72. Good enough for 4th place. So that mixed everybody up. Brock Smith sitting on top of the board right now. Matoxin in 2nd. Harwood 3rd. Skiles 4th. Clay Erickson in 5th. Brent Smith sitting 6th place. And 7th is Braden Ward. 8th, Jeff Ives. 9th, Josh Edmondson. And Gordon Labine in the 10th position out of Canada. What's your favorite part about Bark River?
You know, I was just looking at the track right now, and I don't know. It's probably the sweeping jump turn after the finish line there.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure, right before you come into the S corners. And I always like the tabletop. I think it's interesting to see the lines that they put down during the race compared to the qualifying, because you can actually run all the way on the outside of the track almost and barely hit the tabletop. All right, so we should be wrapping up now. It looks like we only have just a couple of cars on the track, and we'll be looking for some heat race action here from Bark River. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to Top Box TV tonight, and we appreciate each and every view. Make sure you check in out on YouTube. Let us know that we can see you, you can see us. And if you have any ideas for what might make the broadcast better, let us know. We're always trying to get better, aren't we, Brody?
Absolutely. You know, all we're asking for is a little bit of your time. This is free. If you can go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good fun stuff, we're able to take that time and effort and put it back into the stream to make this something for you to watch and enjoy and give you something to do on a Wednesday or a Sunday night. So it's all we ask for is just a little bit of your time. It'd go a long way for us, and we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, Brody. I think that, you know, the more that we get it out there, it gives the wives, the girlfriends, the sons, the sisters, the brothers, gives everybody a chance to kind of, you know, root for their person. And although some might view this as a video game, a lot of people take this very seriously. And it's what we do every Wednesday night here with Top Box TV. So we appreciate the racers coming out. Without them, you know, we wouldn't have a league. And tonight we have, looks like 21 trucks registered for some racing tonight. Clay Erickson sandbagging it a little bit. He is going out here later in the run. He put down a time fast enough for 5th place, but looks like he's going to give it another go here after the track's a little worn in. I think that is going to be interesting to see if he can move up the board here as the conditions have gotten a little bit better. So Erickson out on track right now, ripping it around. Let's see what he can do. Little onboard shot right there. Hanging off the roll bar here with Clay Erickson. Looks like Lance Elkin's out on the track as well. We'll go ahead and take a ride along with him on board. So Elkin's still sitting at about a 119.26. He is sitting in 20th position currently, but he is looking for a little bit more speed out there. Clay Erickson now going second fast with a 114.44. So he is trying to chase down Brock Smith. He's still a little bit off pace compared to Smith's 114.19. However, it's going to be good enough to get him second position going into the heat races. I think that is going to be a good move for him.
Bad for a guy that drives in circles every weekend, eh?
Yeah, Clay's ridiculously fast in about anything that he drives. So glad to see that he's finding a little bit of success over here running these pro trucks. He said he likes something different. You know, he's always looking for a good challenge, and I think this brings a little bit of something different for him, you know, that he's not used to. It forces him to get out of his comfort zone a bit.
Yeah, us dirt circle track guys honestly like coming and driving these Pro 2s, Pro 4s. It's different. You got to take everything that you know about dirt track racing and throw it out the window, Dave, because this is totally different. You can't just sit in here banging the chip, driving it erratically. You got to be smooth in these trucks still. Even though you're going over jumps, you know, hanging lefts, hanging rights, even hitting jumps in the air, hanging lefts and hanging rights. It's just something totally different than what we're used to.
Absolutely. Looks like we're getting ready to rack them up for some heat race action here. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I love seeing the Pro 2s out there with the Pro 4s, mixing it up, trying to figure out how they can get around each other. And I think it adds an interesting dynamic for sure. All right, so qualifying finishing up. Heat races right around the corner here.
That's.
Still kind of breaking up a little bit, Brody. If only somebody would send you out a mic. All right, guys. Heat race number 1 taken to the board. Who do we have in this one? Oh, man, this is going to be a good one here. Got a lot of the fast guys here. They're all fast, but this is going to be one for the record books here. Brock Smith starting on the front row with Nathan Matoxin. Then it's going to be Braden Ward starting out in 3rd, Corey Skiles in 4th, Josh Edmondson in 5th, and Greg Johnson 6th. 7th, it's going to be Anthony James, Brandon Stover, and then Solomon Borschinger. Woo, we got some fast guys for the Pro 4s, fast guys for the Pro 2s, and this is going to be an interesting one here, I think. Flashback up to the field. Matoxin and Smith getting ready to let them rip here for heat race number 1. Let's see what they've got. We are bringing them way slow. Lots of anticipation here with heat race number 1 getting ready to take the green flag. Man, when you're out there pacing, doesn't that feel like the longest time when you're sitting in a race car? I agree, Brody. I know you're not talking, but I'll just talk to myself. Looks like Brody having some technical issues. He's going to try and get that microphone sounding a little bit better for you guys. So you gotta deal with me, and we are Green Flag Racing here at Bark River with Nathan Matoxin in the green and white, Brock Smith in the orange and red Smith graphics machine, Corey Skiles right behind. Look at this. Going to be a three-way battle here for the lead as they get ready to take to the track. Oh, Braden Ward sneaking it in there for third, giving a little bump and run to the old Corey Skiles. Skiles getting out of shape. He's trying to gather it back up. Matoxin now trying to chase down Smith. Braden Ward right on Matoxin's back bumper. Ooh. Oh, Skiles giving it back to Ward just a little bit there. Now they are battling side by side. Ward in the white, blue, and black. Skiles in the white, green, and purple. And on the inside, the number 58 of Josh Edmondson. Man, he is a monster in these Pro 2s. Look at him working his way up through. Just takes over Skiles for the 4th position. Now he's looking at 3rd overall. He's going to do the slide by. Let's see if he can run the right line. Couldn't get it there. Ward's going to get a chance to have the position for a minute anyway. Brock Smith leading the way. How do you sound now, Brody?
I sound fabulous, Dave.
Sound a little nasally, but we're going to rock it.
Hey, that's the birth defect.
We are. Don't talk about me like that. Brock Smith out front with a 119.33, leading the way over Matoxin with a 0.87 gap in between. Stretching it out just a little bit. Matoxin settling into that 2nd position. Then it's going to be Braden Ward and Josh Edmondson in 4th. Corey Skiles in the 5th position. Then it's the Gilboa Motorsports Intrigue, the number 719 of Brandon Stover, currently running in 6th. Greg Johnson there for Team Watson Racing, running in 7th. Anthony Janes, or should we call him Anthony Bad Luck Janes, maybe?
Definitely.
He is trying to get all that bad luck out early and hopefully be there here in the end. Currently running in the 8th position. Then it is Solomon Borschinger in the 9th position in that number 91. He is missing a right rear fender. Looks like he might already been mixing it up by himself. So Smith, it is all the Brock Smith show at the moment.
Well, just like I was talking about earlier, Dave, from what I'm watching, I'm over here on board with Nathan Matoxin. Matoxin, just like I said, you know, you could drive away with it, but you can get reeled in, and it looks like Matoxin's fighting for that 1st position, and he's going to fight tooth and nail to get up there, and he's catching old Brock Smith.
Well, I'm hoping that he can hold on here. Looks like the gap is getting a little bit over 1 second now, 1.1 to be exact. But you've got the other trucks right behind Smith chasing him. They are waiting for a bobble, I think, you know, and it seems like when the mistakes happen here or in these trucks, period, that can really change your night. You know, you could be having a great night out front winning, you could be ahead by 4 or 5 seconds and then, you know, catch the lip wrong or the jump and send you sideways or something different. And you could be in the middle of a battle or take yourself out. We've seen these trucks roll very easily. Matoxin still working on it. Ward holding down that 3rd position, and Josh Edmondson right behind in the number 58, the 1st for the Pro 2s. Guy that doesn't make very many mistakes right there. And if you're waiting for him to make a mistake, you might be waiting a while, huh? Smith with a 115.20 last time by. Colin Bender checking in out on YouTube. Good luck to all the UAS drivers. United Asphalt Sim Series. That's another league that's going to be kicking off here soon that we might be doing some broadcasting for in one shape or another. Not quite sure exactly what it's going to look like yet. But you might want to check that out as well. So make sure you smash that subscribe button for Pushing the Cushion Productions. It'll tell you whenever we go live here on YouTube. So we are 3 laps to go here in this first heat race. Smith making it look super easy at the moment with a 1:15.2 last time by. Let's see what he's got this time by. We're getting ready to cross the start finish. And 1:14.86. So the track is speeding up here. Woo! Metoxin looking like a kite, flying it all over the place over that start finish line. And the ski jump right after. So Metoxin still holding down that second spot. Ward trying to settle down. You know, Braden started out the series super strong. In the middle, kind of struggled a bit. And what do you think, Brody? I know that you've been talking to him. Do you think that he's going to be able to pull something out tonight?
You know, speaking with Braden, he's talked about, you know, trying to run it a little smoother, try not to win it on the first lap, and stay as level-headed as possible. What he's looking for tonight is just to be there at the end, Dave. Whether it's the top podium or, you know, a decent finish to help him with these double points to move him up on the roster.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he was sitting in 5th position for the points, and he is looking to move up tonight. Edmondson also looking to move up the Pro 2 ranks here. He has quite a few wins already since he has joined the league, and he is sitting in 4th overall right now, the leader of the Pro 2s. White flag is out for Brock Smith. A 1:15 last time by, 1:15.20. So he might be just kind of cruising right now, not sure. 1:15.57 for Nathan Metoxin the last time by as well. And then Braden Ward with a 1:15.36. So Ward trying to reel in Metoxin. Don't think he's going to get there in time for this heat race. But he definitely needed a strong show, and to settle it down just a bit, I think, is what I was seeing. You know, I think he was kind of getting a little in his head, and then he would overdrive and make a mistake. And it looks like he's kind of figuring it out, you know, getting back into his groove that he needs to be in.
I couldn't agree more, Dave.
Skiles sitting in 5th position. Corey Skiles right there in the white truck. That is a Pro 4 trying to pass the Pro 2 of Josh Edmondson. Edmondson, a pro level driver. He does hold a pro license here on iRacing. So Skiles trying to get it done, but he's going to come up short. So it's going to be Smith, Metoxin, Ward, Edmondson, Skiles, Stover. Then it's Greg Johnson. Johnson was battling right there with Stover. Couldn't get it done for the 6th position. Anthony James and Solomon Borschinger. If I am butchering your name, bud, just let me know. We will get it squared away for next time. But I am doing my best to figure it out on my own.
We butcher names a lot around here, Dave.
We do. It's all right. We still butcher Cody's name, and we're with this guy like every week.
Right. Hey, but at least you can say Guboa, right?
I can say Guboa, right? Because we are... Where is it? Powered by Guboa Motorsports as we get ready to go into heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 taken to the grid here any moment. Last week's winner, going to start on the pole position here, Steve Harwood. And then let's see what we've got. So we've got Harwood on the front row alongside Clay Erickson in the number 96 Simworks entry there. Brent Smith going to be starting the second row with teammate Jeff Ives. So Brent Smith is Brock's brother. Not sure younger or older, but we will find that information out. Then it's going to be Sean Winkler, Dennis Mickelson. If you check out Mickelson's truck, he is actually running the red number plate because he is the season champ from last season here at Top Box. And then it's going to be Nick Wellhouse and Lance Elkins. Elkins, another AMX driver, coming over and joining us here for some Pro 2 action. And Vincent Pichel. What do you got in this one, Brody?
It's a biased opinion. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm going for on this one.
Yeah, I think you're going to go for Clay Erickson.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say Jeff Ives. I've been seeing a lot of good stuff out of him. He is going to be starting second row on the outside with the fluorescent yellow truck. So that will be my pick here for heat race number 2. Your voice sounds all buttery smooth now. Sounds way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are getting ready to let her rip, Tater Chip, and you're going to see Steve Harwood bring him down to the green flag here in the number 83 Shamrock Heights Golf Course machine. Green flag is out on the circuit with Clay Erickson taking over that second position, but Brent Smith, newcomer to the league right there, sitting in third. Oh, he's going to take all 4 tires off to the green stuff. We will see how that works out for him. He is hanging tough right now with Erickson. Erickson having to add a little bit of input there. Looked like he might have had a little bit of help around the corner. Jeffrey Bogart checking in out on YouTube. Let's go Harwood. He was your winner from last week. Right there, he is the current leader in the number 83 Shamrock Heights Golf Course machine. And Clay Erickson still holding down that second position as they are starting to settle in just a little bit. Jeff Ives now trying to make a move for the third position. Gets together with Brent Smith just a little bit and has to put the binders on and slow it down just a bit.
Yeah, I talked to Clay, and he's tired of being a heat race hero and just winning heats or getting top 3 in the heats. He wants to get one of these mains down really bad.
Always
and I'm itching for him to get it too, Dave.
For sure. Yeah, right now Gordon Labine running in the 5th position. He is out there from Canada right there in the red and white, and he is trying to hold off a whole gaggle of the Pro2 trucks. Sean Winkler, Nick Wellhouse, Vincent Pichel, Lance Elkins, and Dennis Mickelson. Looked like Mickelson might have had some problems here. He's running that red number 1 number plate right there, as you see. And he is trying to work his way back up here in the second heat race. Pro2s are colliding everywhere. Elkins gets into Pichel, and then Mickelson, with no place to go, gets into both of them there. So Mickelson going to pick up 2 spots right there off the rip. Harwood trying to find his rhythm, and he is starting to stretch it out just a little bit. He's got about 1 second over Clay Erickson. Definitely something that Erickson can make up if he pushes hard. These trucks now running 117.6s, 118.8s for your top 2. So a little bit slower than what we were seeing out of the first heat race. I see things happening back here in the Pro2, so we're going to flash back. Elkins right there running the Pro2. Oh, gets it a little sideways. Oh, Vincent Pichel says, I'll straighten you out. With a little bit of extra body damage there. They are mixing it up even in the back of the pack for the 9th position. So it is still Harwood, Erickson, and Smith. Your top 3. Then Jeff Ives, Gordon Labine, Winkler, Wellhouse, Mickelson, Pichel, and Elkins. So let's see.
Sorry about that, Dave. I had to go real quick. My dog just ate a pound of hot jerky.
Ooh. You know,
yeah, she's gonna regret that one.
You're gonna regret that one when you gotta clean it up tomorrow. Oh boy.
Yeah, her eyes are watering.
Yikes. Good stuff. All right, so we are 3 to go right now with Steve Harwood still out front. So he is trying to pick up right where he finished last week here with the heat race win. Ericsson trying to chase him down. Ericsson reeling him in slightly, but still sitting at about a 1.1 to a 1.2 second difference. Ives holding down the third spot over Brent Smith. Andrew checking in out on YouTube said, bet it was good though. Not good for Brody.
I didn't even get any of it.
I mean, you could eat it tomorrow if you wanted to.
Technically.
Technically. Brent Smith still trying to work on Jeff Ives. That is the closest battle on the track right now. You see it on the screen. Never a dull moment in your household, I tell you what.
No, never.
That's what it's all about, man. 2 to go right now. Harwood still out front. Ericsson, Ives, and Smith. Ives holding off Brent Smith. Right there, as you can see in the red, white, and black. Hot Tiger Racing? No, I can't tell what it says. Sean Winkler right there from Racecraft trying to get it done. He is sitting currently in the 5th position in that 7-2-0. He was able to make it past Gordon Labine. And he is going to be your leader right now for the Pro 2 class. Oh, I see a battle heating up here with Ericsson pulling back up on Harwood. Let's see if he can get to him in time. There's 2 to go. It is down to a 0.49. I saw it flash. Now we're back up to a 0.7. White flag is out. Ericsson sees it, and he is chasing down. Do you think Harwood hears the like Jaws theme song right now? Like,
I'm sure he hears the chip on that number 96 machine for sure. Last time I saw in real life Clay pull a final last lap fly job, he ended up on his roof at Arizona Speedway. So let's pan out like that tonight.
Your mic just got absolutely horrible, like the dog shit you're going to see tomorrow. Jeff Ives holding down 3rd. He is not going to get there, but let's see if Ericsson can make anything happen as we have about a quarter of the lap left here in heat race number 2. Ericsson out of Glendale, Arizona, and he is trying to chase down Harwood. Only a couple turns left. Harwood, a local boy to Bark River, New London, Wisconsin. Can Ericsson get it done? He is chasing him down, giving her all she's got, Captain. She is going to come up short here. Come on, Clay. Couldn't get it done, so it's going to be Harwood, Ericsson, Ives coming home in 3rd, Brent Smith in 4th, Sean Winkler battling with Gordon Labine. Winkler trying to sneak across the line here. He is going to win for the Pro 2s and come in 5th place for the overall. Gordon Labine coming home in the 6th position there in the number 56. Then it's going to be Nick Wellhouse in the number 18. Dennis Mickelson having a rough go at it here in the heat race. That is your series champ from last year in the Pro 4s with Top Box. Vincent Pichel going to round it out. Looks like Lance Elkins called it a night early. He is off track. So that's going to be heat race number 2. Jeffrey Bogart out there in YouTube. Way to get it done, little bro. He was rooting for Harwood. Harwood, you know, he's trying to go back to back here, and it'll be interesting to see if he has enough to get it done tonight with Brock Smith being so fast in his heat race. It's definitely going to be a battle, I think, for sure, as we move into the main event. But right now we have the LCQ getting ready to go. Cody, owner of Top Box, do you have your ears on, sir?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
How many are transferring tonight from
Seven,
this LCQ?
seven from each, but it seems there only be six in this LCQ.
All right, so 7 drivers going to transfer from the LCQ. There are currently 7 drivers on the track. Brody's still fighting some technical difficulties, so we are going to make her happen. We are getting ready to take the green flag here in the first of 2 LCQs. Edmondson and Skiles going to bring him down, looking for the green flag. Gilboa Motorsports driver on the outside. There in the red, white, and black. Brandon Stover sitting in the second row. It'll be interesting to see if he can make it happen and move up forward here in this first LCQ. Edmondson going to try and sneak out front in the Pro 2. He has a good run going. Skiles and Stover trying to chase him down. Skiles with one hell of a run. Going to try and take him on the outside. Not going to happen. Those Pro 2s, once they start sliding into the corner, they really have to get that ass end out, and then they kind of chase it back. So it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. Nick Nowak checking it out on YouTube. Let's go AMX Racing, iRacing, guys. Talking about the AMX League, and Anthony James right there running. He is one of the co-owners, I believe, in AMX. So he is out there, and those guys definitely bringing a lot of trucks out for us here with Top Box. Well, I tell you what, Edmondson and Janes both getting a little crooked, tied up, and then Greg Johnson almost lost it over that little mini double into the hard left-hander. Looks like they're getting it back now, trying to chase down the leaders. Janes right on Edmondson's heels. Josh Edmondson, I think, has won just about every race that he has joined as a Pro 2 here at Top Box. And Janes with a win as well. So Janes looking to try and get on the podium here tonight. Lots of bad luck for him. Hopefully he shook it all off here early on in the night. And we'll be looking for good things coming from Anthony Janes. Greg Johnson right behind him, another driver that's kind of had a tough break here in Top Box. Great driver, the number 150 out of Canada, racing for Team Watson Racing Setups. Always fast, always a contender. Has had a couple tough breaks, and he is looking to change his luck tonight. Looks like Solomon Borschinger with rough night. He might have called it quits, as well as Zachary Quick. Corey Skiles out front trying to run away with this first LCQ. He has it with about 2.8 seconds over Brandon Stover. Stover right there in the number 719. Holding down the second position, trying to keep Josh Edmondson from getting by here. Here's a quick look out of Stover's rear fuel cell, right out the rear bumper. Edmondson back to Janes. Edmondson trying to hold off Anthony James for the moment. Let's see what he can do. Woo! Little bobble there for Corey Skiles. You know, he's always worried about putting it up and flipping it over. He needs a rubber side down sticker, I think, on that truck somewhere. He is getting it done right now and putting on a clinic. 3.7 seconds out in the lead over Brandon Stover. Stover right there, as you can see, he is working in that second position, but Edmondson starting to mount another charge and pulling Anthony Janes with him. Janes not letting him get out of his sight now. Edmondson right there in the number 58 Nitro Circus Next Level Racing Machine. Then you flash back to Anthony James. There's about 1.5 second gap right now between James and Edmondson. Greg Johnson now trying to reel in James. So everybody trying to tighten it up to the beginning or to the leader. And, you know, with the competition caution tonight here in the main event, the second half of that main event is going to be what really comes alive, because these drivers will have a chance to tighten it all back up, get nose to tail, nuts to butts, so to speak. And then we let them rip again here in the main event. 2 to go here in the first of the two LCQs. Corey Skiles now 5 seconds out in the lead. Skiles going to take the white flag right there. He is already looking for a hotel room. He is in a different zip code right now from Brandon Stover. Stover in the 719 trying to chase him down, but just can't do anything with him at the moment. A 113.99 was Corey Skiles' last lap to a 115.29 out of Brandon Stover. Nice little camera right there off the ski jump, as you can see the trucks jumping over him. And that is pretty insane. Skiles getting ready to finish this last lap and put this one to bed. 6.67 seconds ahead right now. Checkers are waving in the air. Here comes Corey Skiles. He is trying to get on the podium again once tonight. A win would do him just fine, I'm sure. So Skiles with the win. Then it's going to be Brandon Stover. There goes Josh Edmondson, Anthony James, and then Greg Johnson. That's going to round out this first LCQ. We are getting ready to head into the second LCQ here. They are taken to the grid right now. You will see Sean Winkler out front. Nick Wellhouse going to also be on the front row. I take that back. Sean Winkler and Brent Smith will be on the front row. Row number 2 is going to be Wellhouse and Labine. Then it is Pichelle and your series champ from last year, Dennis Mickelson and Lance Elkins, rounding out this one. We'll be taking 6, I believe. That's what you said, Cody?
Yeah.
Well, you see, Dave. Yeah, it's going to be 6, okay? All right.
I'm doing race control, and you bring me in at the randomest time, so... Yeah, top 7, I believe.
Top 7. Okay, so all vehicles will transfer to the main event here then.
Yeah, we had a couple drivers drop out.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Sounds like everybody will be starting the main tonight, but this will be for position to see where they're going to get lined up for the first part of the main event. Brent Smith and Winkler bringing them down to the green flag. Smith in the red, white, and black Pro 4 truck. And Sean Winkler in the no-nonsense racecraft, all black, ready to go.
Green flag,
Pro 2. Green flag is out on the track. You heard it, folks. Here we go. We are back to green flag racing here at Bark River. Brent Smith going to hold it down. He is sitting in that top spot right now, with Winkler trying to chase him down. Mickelson in a battle right there with Nick Wellhouse. A battle for the third position between those two drivers. Mickelson in the yellow, black, and gray with the red number plate and the number 18 of Nick Wellhouse. Wellhouse using that internet blink to his advantage. Uh-oh, we've got somebody upside down. Brent Smith put it up on the side. He caught that inside barrier and took a tumble. He is rolling once again, but he is missing some rear fenders. So right now, your leader out front, Sean Winkler out of Mill Creek. Dennis Mickelson running in that second position, but Wellhouse not far behind. You're going to see a battle for second. It is heating up right now on the track between Mickelson in the red number plate and Wellhouse right behind him. Wellhouse looking for any small mistake to be made by Dennis right now so that he can capitalize. Then we're going to go back to Lance Elkins. Lance battling back there with Gordon Labine. Lance here in the blue and white number 29 Pro 2 truck. He is currently being shown in the fourth position. Sean Winkler having a podium finish already this year and is looking for another one. But right now, the battle on the track is between these two drivers. Nick Wellhouse has taken over the second position from Dennis Mickelson. Mickelson not liking that. He is going to try and make another move and mount a charge here. Wellhouse holding him off currently. Mickelson looking for any way to get around him. So top four drivers all in the Pro 2 category. Winkler with a 3-second lead as we have 3 to go. So we are halfway through the LCQ. And Winkler trying to get it done. Wellhouse now trying to reel in Winkler. Let's see if he can get there by the end of this LCQ. Not sure if he's going to have enough in the tank, but he's going to give her all she's got. He is trying to pull away from Mickelson. Mickelson trying to reel in the top two drivers. Not able to get there as of yet. He is waiting for a major mistake out of Winkler or Wellhouse. Winkler sitting pretty comfortably right there. He said he does not need a fancy paint job. It doesn't have to look fast. He just has to be fast. In the number 720 Racecraft entry right there. Nick Wellhouse trying to stay as smooth as he can. He is running one hell of a race here in the LCQ. Nice to see some success for him here in this last chance qualifier. He is going to be sitting pretty good here, I believe, for the main event. Flashing back to Mickelson, you saw the gap right there. It is about 2 seconds between him and Nick Wellhouse. Almost makes a big mistake there for Dennis Mickelson. The announcer's curse. As soon as I speak his name and show him on the stream, he caught that wall. He is trying to gather it up. Looks like he is settling back in to that third position. Then it's Lance Elkins. Elkins has his hands full right here with Brent Smith in the Pro 4 and Gordon Labine in the Pro 4 working on him. Smith with that big time bobble. He was sitting in the top 2 positions at the beginning of the race and caught the inside barrier. He is going to take that inside line. It looks like Lance Elkins gave him the run and gave him the line. So Labine trying to battle with Brent Smith for the 4th position. Let's see. White flag is out, as you saw right there as they crossed over the start-finish line. Last lap, last time around here. Everybody going to make it into the big dance tonight. Labine still trying to work on Smith for that 4th position. It might sound silly to you guys, but it is 1 spot closer to start in the main event. Big bobble right there for Gordon Labine as he went through the S corner. Almost took it all the way off the track. And that's going to give Brent Smith a chance to breathe a little bit. Oh, Lance Elkins and Gordon Labine getting together. Elkins trying to gather it up now. That's going to put him in that 7th position, and he is thankful that all the vehicles will be going. Winkler in the top spot. He is looking to get the win right here, as you'll see him coming around the corner. Here he comes across the start-finish line. It is Sean Winkler. Nick Wellhouse coming in second. Then it was Dennis Mickelson. Here comes Brent Smith with half a truck. Gordon Labine and Vincent Pichel looking for Lance Elkins. There he is out of Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Tough break for him there in the last lap or two. All right, folks, it is warm-up time. We are going to pause for the cause, kick on some tunes, and we will be back with some racing action here for the main event. All right, guys, we are back here in warm-up. Looks like Brody having some internet issues, so I am both of us now getting ready to start the main event here. We will be doing a little bit more of this warm-up here. I guess I could be both of us. Like, hey, Brody, what's going on? What do you see out there on the track? Oh, sorry, Dave. My kid just swallowed a goldfish, and hopefully Brody can get it figured out. But we are going to still bring you some action here in the main event for Bark River here at Top Box TV. Currently sitting on the top of the warm-up board, it is Brock Smith trying to finish this one off tonight with a 113.98. Then it's Clay Erickson right there on stream as you see him with a 114.46 last time by. So that was his fast lap. We are getting ready to line up here for the main event. "13 laps will be the distance. We will be going..." It's weird that it's an odd number of laps. I wonder who set this race up. Cody. All right, so starting out on the front row is going to be Brock Smith. Then we're going to have Steve Harwood right next to him in the number 83. Row number 2 is going to be Nathan Metoxen. You can't see him there. There he is. And Clay Erickson. Row number 3 is going to be Braden Ward and Jeff Ives. Then you'll see Corey Skiles and Sean Winkler, Nick Wellhouse, Brandon Stover, Dennis Mickelson in row number 5, 6 with Josh Edmondson. Anthony James and Brent Smith going to be starting out back towards the back. Greg Johnson and Gordon Labine, a couple of Canadians, going to be starting next to each other. Solomon Borschinger, Vincent Pichel, Lance Elkins going to round out the field. Looked like Zachary Quick might have left the server early. Brody checking it out on YouTube, sitting out in the grandstands now. You sound great, Dave and Brody Dave. We are getting ready to let this one go here at Bark River, and it is going to be some insane racing action here. With double points here tonight, I think you'll see all of the drivers pushing it just a little bit harder. It'll be interesting to see if they can all hold it together and who can get to the checkered flag first.
Green flag.
Green flag is out now. Metoxen and Harwood getting together just a little bit. Now Ward and Harwood getting together. Ward all the way around on the start. That is going to put him way back in the pack. He is going to have to battle his way up. So it is all Brock Smith right now, then Nathan Metoxen and Harwood battling right there. Clay Erickson and Jeff Ives. These guys are letting it all hang out at the moment. Braden Ward all the way back to 18th after he got his truck back around. Lucky for him, there is going to be a competition caution halfway through. Looks like Jeff Ives might have stepped on his big ding there. He is trying to get the truck back on the track. Can't do it. That is going to put him back to the pits, as well as Anthony James I'm seeing there. So tough break for James. Right now it is all Brock Smith. Smith out in front of Metoxen. Metoxen, as you can see right there in the green and white, he goes for a ride. Clay Erickson trying to make something happen there. He is sitting in the third spot. Can Brock Smith get all the way around this course through all of these laps? There's 11 laps to go. A lot of race left. Smith ridiculously fast here all night. And he is trying to get this one done and put it in the books. Double points would definitely help him out for tonight. That is for sure. Josh Edmondson, haven't said a whole lot about him here in the main event. He is currently sitting in the 4th position in that Pro 2, just ahead of last week's winner for the Pro 4, Steve Harwood, and Corey Skiles. Skiles now with a bobble. Oh no, what is going on? Skiles now has to run the outside line. He barely held on to that thing. So a big bobble out of Corey Skiles. He lost about 4 positions there. He is still making it happen, but he is much further back now in the 8th position overall. Ward now battling. He is trying to make up for lost time here. Braden sitting in the 13th position as he just got back by Pichel before Pichel lost it there. Flashing back up front, it is Brock Smith, but now Brock Smith going to have to contend with Anthony James. James came out of the pits, so he is going to be a lapped truck right here. Looks like he got a new faster pair there, so good for him. And he is waiting for the last half of the race to get caught back up to the field here, but he is trying to fight to stay on the lead lap as Brock Smith and Nathan Matoxin try and reel in Anthony James. Matoxin still looking for the win. He is definitely looking for a podium finish tonight. Part of the Off-Road Outlaws, as you see right there. Clay Erickson would love to get a podium here with the double points as well. Josh Edmondson still holding off Harwood, and now Brent Smith. Harwood all over Edmondson, racing him super clean. Edmondson being a little aggressive at the moment, not giving in. Normally you'll see him pull off to the side and let the Pro 4s by if he thinks that they are much faster. However, right now he is running in the race line, so I think he thinks he is in a comfortable spot for himself, and he is getting it done for the Pro 2 class right now. Winkler and Mickelson back here. I'm sorry, Winkler and Johnson now. Johnson taking over the 3rd position here in class, working on the 2nd place of the number 720, Sean Winkler. The Sean Winkler, as it is in Discord. So nice little battle right there for 2nd place in class for the Pro 2s, and they are sitting 7th and 8th overall. Smith cannot seem to shake Nathan Matoxin. Matoxin all over him. He is cutting that lead down just about in half. So let's see if he can get to him before the competition caution comes out. Matoxin driving the wheels off this thing. Just a trim lawn service, rocking it on the side of that truck. Clay Erickson still sitting in the 3rd position. Clay able to get by Anthony James. Anthony James 1 lap down. Currently being shown in the 17th position overall. Right there for AMX. So James just looking to catch a break one of these weeks. He put it on the podium, the top spot, a few races back. Smith right there with a 1:15.02 last time by, 1:15.21 for Nathan Metoxen running in that second position. About a 1.2 second gap right now. Looks like we are coming to the competition caution. Boy, there's some drivers that are super excited about that. Like the one you just saw drive by. Anthony Jane's going to get his lap back here. And we're going to re-rack him, restack him, and get him ready to rock and roll here at Bark River for the second half of this main event. There's going to be 7 laps to go. You can see the trucks, the leaders are all stopping on the track, just short of the restart zone. So it's going to be Smith out front, then Metoxen, Erickson in third, Harwood fourth, Josh Edmondson fifth, Brent Smith in 6th. 7th is going to be Sean Winkler. 8th is Greg Johnson there in the pink, green, and yellow black machine. Looks like Skiles, not sure what Skiles is doing there. Dennis Mickelson going to be top 10, sitting right there in the number 1. Then Braden Ward battling back from the 18th position all the way up to 11th, and now he is going to be closed back up with some of these drivers. So he is looking to salvage some points here tonight in the double points. Brandon Stover going to try and do the same. He is sitting 12th overall. Gordon Labine right behind him. Then Nick Wellhouse in 14th. 15th is going to be Lance Elkins. Solomon Borschinger in 16th. Anthony James now able to get all the way tagged back up to the field there in 17th. Jeff Ives pulling up right now. Vincent Pichel and Zachary Quick not being shown currently on track. Looks like Corey Skiles might be... Oh, Skiles getting a new truck. Right there, coming in for a fast repair on the competition caution. He's going to get tires and everything. It will be interesting to see as we are letting them roll right now. So it looks like Skiles might have to tag the field. And you probably see him come out of the pits, I would assume. Skiles going to be down and away, but looks like he might get held in the pit area until the vehicles pass by. Smith, your leader, getting ready to bring him into the restart zone. Smith there in the number 46. Metoxen all over his back bumper. Same with Clay Erickson. Those are your top 3 currently. They are looking for a podium finish tonight. Skiles being held at pit road by the race director, Cody Weineke. So Skiles going to have to tag the field as they come by at full speed. This will be interesting. Skiles rolling out of pit road now. Smith, we are back to green flag racing. Smith back on the loud pedal there in the number 46. Great restart. Able to get separated by about 1.1 seconds over Nathan Metoxen. Metoxen still holding down that second position. Definitely looking for a podium finish tonight, as well as Clay Erickson. But now Steve Harwood and Brent Smith, also from the Pro 4, your top 5 drivers, all right there. A to B, running on the track. Erickson looking to make a move on Metoxen. Couldn't get it done. He's going to follow him over the double and through the S corners. You see the ski jump as all of the trucks are flying right over the top. Great battles there. Oh, somebody lost it. Braden Ward up to the 9th position. Now battling with Dennis Mickelson. Ward's internet taking a dive there. Okay, looks like Braden Ward might have dropped all the way out. Wow, tough break for him there. Flashing back up to your leaders now, but Metoxen going to try and make it interesting. He is keeping Brock Smith on his toes. 5 laps to go. As you can see him cross the stripe there. No mistakes out of Brock Smith. He is getting it done. Launches it over that jump there. Metoxen taking a little bit of wide line. Let's see if Clay Erickson can get in there. He can't get to him yet. Harwood sitting just outside the podium right now and looking to get another interview tonight. Woo! Harwood with a rough landing over that last jump. These guys leaving it all out on the track for these double points. Metoxen battle for the lead. Brock Smith has it. Nathan Metoxen wants it. Here we go. It is on now. Metoxen going to try and over-under. Can't get to him in time. Smith going to currently hold on to it. Let's see who can get through here and across the start-finish line in the better spot. So far, it is Smith holding off Metoxen, but Metoxen making that charge towards the front. Brody's internet went out. That's why Brody's sitting in the grandstands here tonight. And he is out in YouTube land with everybody else watching on his phone currently. But the battle on the track right now, Nathan Metoxen trying to get past Brock Smith. He's going to start putting pressure on him. It'll be interesting to see if Smith can hold him off and what he does with all the pressure that's going to be applied. Clay Erickson hoping that they start to get into a battle. Another battle on the track right here. Brent Smith. So the Smith bros trying to both be on the podium tonight. Brent Smith taking over the 4th position from Steve Harwood. Harwood still sitting in top 5. He is definitely point series racing. Double points tonight. He is thinking about it. He is making a move again on the inside of Brent Smith. So they are battling tooth and nail, leaving it all out on the track. Josh Edmondson following up on that battle. And he is just smooth as silk right now. The winner, or leader, I should say, for the Pro 2 class. Braden Ward looks like they got it all figured out. He is in the 7th position. He is trying to reel in Edmondson. Every spot counts for the Pro points, or for the double points, I should say. The Ericsson Enterprise machine. He is trying to reel in the leaders. Not sure if he can get there right now. 3 laps still ready to be made. Nathan Metoxen all over Brock Smith. Look at this racing for the lead. Ken Metoxen in the number 20 Off-Road Outlaws machine get past the number 46 Smith Optics, Smith Graphics. Brock Smith holding the lead down currently, but now Clay Erickson going to make it a 3-truck battle. It is warming up. We're going to be coming to the stripe for 2 to go. It is anybody's race at the moment. Brock Smith trying to dominate the whole race tonight, but he has some company. Look at these trucks. It looks like there's a chain strapped in between the 3 of them. As now Erickson's going to be looking on the inside of Metoxen. Can he make something stick? Not at the moment. We are 2 laps to go. We'll be looking at the white flag next time by. And these guys are racing like there is no tomorrow. Brent Smith trying to reel in the top 3. Looking for a podium finish. But with the battle that is on the track right now, easily one of these 3 drivers could make a mistake. And it could end somebody's nights and put 2 Smith brothers on the podium possibly. Brock Smith still able to hold off all of the charges from Metoxen and Erickson. Metoxen looking to be faster through this section of the track. It will all come down to the white flag to decide the winner here for the Pro 4 class. They are battling. Metoxin trying to make any move he can on Brock Smith. Smith so far able to hold off all of the charges that have been coming. Clay Erickson now starting to settle into that third position. Looking for a podium finish tonight. Doesn't want to ruin his chances. But you don't look now. Brent Smith, the number 45 right there. He is trying to reel in Clay Erickson. Not sure if he'll get there in time. Battle on the track right here between Josh Edmondson and Braden Ward. Edmondson there in the Pro 2, the number 58, is going to lead the class from stripe to stripe. Edmondson and Ward battling side by side. Ward in the Pro 4, Edmondson giving him room, but just enough. Here we are coming down to the checkered flag. Whoa! Brock Smith going to hold off Nathan Metoxin for the win. Metoxin coming home in second. Clay Erickson third. Then it's Brent Smith and Steve Harwood. Braden Ward going to beat out Josh Edmondson to the line for 6th place overall. Edmondson with the win of the Pro 2s. Corey Skiles having problems right before the finish line there. I'm not sure what that was about. So Greg Johnson and then Skiles, Ives, Sean Winkler, Dennis Mickelson, Gordon Labine, Anthony James, Wellhouse, Stover, Elkins, and Borschinger rounding out the field. We will be looking for some trucks over here in Victory Circle. Going to turn up the tunes here for a minute, let them get in and get everybody situated while we get ready for some driver interviews. All right, so we are still waiting for the drivers. Still waiting for the drivers to get into Victory Circle here, and then we will be doing some driver interviews. I tell you what a hell of a night here. We're looking for Sean Winkler, Greg Johnson, Josh Edmondson, Clay Erickson, Nathan Metoxin, and Brock Smith. While we're waiting, Cody, what'd you think of that one?
I'm surprised I didn't have to disqualify anyone. It was pretty clean out there as far as I saw.
Yeah, there was definitely some hard racing, but I didn't see any intentional wrecking or anything like that. So that's fantastic. Checking in, it looks like Nick Nowak checking in. Nice wins, Brock and Josh. Great racing up front with Brock and Nathan. Can't say that better myself, Nick. That was a great one to call because they definitely kept it all out there on the track, but they were mixing it up. Looks like we are getting some of the drivers in here. We are going to go ahead and start with the Pro 2 driver interviews. Mike Cody. Coming home in the third position here in the Pro 2 class tonight, the Sean Winkler.
Hello, Dave. We meet again.
Well, hey, man, that's pretty awesome, right?
How'd we do out there? I was having some fun. What did it look like from your point of view?
Um, it looked like the doesn't have to look fast to be fast. Black Intimidator paint scheme that you got going on there. Got it done tonight. Coming
We,
home in the third position. It looked like
yeah.
you were having to fight here. This is a fun track to run, though, right?
This is one of my more favorite tracks. Some people love it, some people hate it. I think it's fun. It's technical, and there's always a turn somewhere. It's never just in a straight line. So I had to use some old-fashioned racecraft tonight to try and get it done, and at least get on the podium here.
Well, you definitely did that, and you've had a few podium finishes now, and what's it like when you're out there battling with the Pro 4s? I know that we've talked about the mixed class racing, all season, and it looked like it was pretty good tonight. We didn't see anything that was like super crazy. Like Cody said, he didn't have to disqualify anybody.
Well, yeah, thankfully everybody raced like gentlemen, and it was pretty much a good session out there. Like you said, the Pro 2s and Pro 4s, being able to mix it up like that together, it really makes it fun. I mean, it's definitely a challenge, right? You're trying to get around some faster guys are trying to get around you, and it just always keeps a lot of action happening, and it makes it for a fun, exciting race out there.
Well, there's never a shortage of things to call as the announcer, so you guys definitely make it easy, man, for sure. And,
Good, man. Well, that's what Racecraft's here to do.
I tell you what, and you guys, you guys come out in full support, and Top Box super appreciates, all the support that you guys have given us throughout the series, and it's awesome
Our
having all
pleasure.
you guys out here, so.
Our pleasure, absolutely. Thanks for letting us race out here with you guys. You guys are doing a good show, and it's going pretty fun.
Absolutely. So now it's time to rip off all the people that helped make all this possible for you. What do you got tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Racecraft, Nitro Circus NLR guys, Josh for helping me out, learn how to drive these things a little bit better. You guys putting on the show here. I got VRS, Husenfeld, I'm using HP Reverb, G2 headset. If people want to know how we're driving out here, some of us are doing VR, so I'm enjoying the VR experience. Yeah. All the fans in the stands. Hi, Mom.
Well, hopefully Mom's watching, I mean, she could be, right?
I'll send her a link. Why not? We'll spread the message. We'll spread the Top Box mission far and wide.
Hey, that's what it's all about, brother. Well, it's always a pleasure having you up here in the booth, and keep it going, man. I mean, tonight was double points, so you might have made
double
up
points.
Yeah,
I'm twice as happy now. Thank you so much. I didn't even know that. I forgot.
Yeah, so you'll be
Wow, double
climbing
points.
up
I'm happy with that.
climbing up the ladder a little bit, hopefully, right?
Just try to collect as many points as we can and see what happens at the end of the season. That's how it is, man.
There you go, man. Well,
yeah, Dave.
Like I said, always a pleasure having you up here in the booth, and congratulations on third place tonight. What are you thinking as we go into the final week next week?
The final week, it's going to be, just going to same old standard operating procedure. Get out there, try to run as clean and as fast as we can, and let it all, shake out in the end. So I'm excited for whatever happens.
Let the ass whoopings commence, right?
That's it. We're laying the racecraft out there. That's it. We're just going to be turning lines, man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Dave. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Looking forward to it.
That is.
I hope I get to talk to you one more time. We're going to try.
Yeah. We'll take it out with a bang, right?
No guarantees, Dave, but we're going to try.
That is the Sean Winkler coming home in third place tonight. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you very much.
Coming home in second in the Pro 2 class tonight. Gonna be... Where is he? There he is. Coming home in second is Greg Johnson from Team Watson Racing Setups. How was that one out there tonight, huh?
That was a pressure cooker. There's some pretty good competition, and working in around the Pro 4 trucks is a bit of a challenge for us.
Yeah, I know that you've had a few tough breaks throughout the season, and it looks like you put it all together tonight. Had a few little run-ins where you probably had a little bit of a pucker-up situation, but you got it done in second tonight. What was it like out there?
Well, it was pretty good. Like I said, it was a really good race, and there was a little bit of a problem I went off track there, and Anthony James, I came back on track there, and Anthony got a little bit messed up because of that. I feel for him for that. But other than that, I think it was a good run. Sean was really good, and Josh was awesome as usual.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's I was glad to see that you were able to put it all together tonight. You're always one to watch super fast, and tonight coming home in second, everything kind of, you checked all the boxes and were able to get it done. So, congratulations. Who helps make it all possible for you out here?
Definitely Team Watson Racing. There's Shay and Cody and Dennis. We all work together over there, and we end up with some pretty good setups and a lot of time practicing together. It's all about the laps.
Well, yeah, I think you definitely hit the nail on the head there. The seat time is what can make you or break you here, especially with these pro trucks, and the difference in the Pro 2s and Pro 4s. I think that the racing's been absolutely awesome I know it's been awesome to call all season. Hopefully you've been finding the same out on the track with your cheeks in the seats. So, it was, like I said, it was great to see that you were able to get on the podium tonight and finally get the recognition that you deserve, right?
Well, thanks a lot. It's been fun coming out here. This is an excellent league. And again, like I said, a lot of competition, a lot of camaraderie. All the guys that we really like to race with are out here. So it's a real pleasure. And I thank you guys for making it possible. And hopefully next season we'll try and make some good performances again.
There you go. That's Greg Johnson coming home in second from Team Watson Racing Setups with the win. I know he knows his way to the broadcast booth. It is Josh Edmondson.
What's up, Dave?
What is going on? How was it out there tonight?
Oh, it's good. It was a lot of fun. This track's obviously challenging with all the corners. You're like constantly turning, so trying to battle with the Pro 4s was tough, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was definitely something that that Sean Winkler had mentioned as well, is that you're never really running in a straight line here.
Yeah, no, I mean, besides after the first jump there, first turn, it's pretty much, you feel like you're turning the whole time or jumping through the air at least. So, yeah, it's a fun track. It's probably it is my favorite track. I like racing at Crandon maybe a little more, but I like driving this one.
I would tend to agree with you. I think that I like Crandon. I'm a little bit different. I'm definitely not on your level, but I think Crandon really flows really well. So you can just get out there and just click laps, and it's fun to race around everybody. But yeah, this track is so technical. I would think that this is probably the best track on the sim when it comes to these trucks.
Yeah, definitely. It's the most challenging track for sure. But Crandon races so well. It's wide and there's so many passing opportunities, and it's it's kind of hard to pass on this track because if a guy can hold his line well, you got to go around him or move him, which is probably you saw plenty of tonight.
I thought it was definitely interesting watching you, throughout the main, running the Pro 2, and definitely, you're always looking for the W, and you kind of give some of the Pro 4s a lot of room to get by you sometimes. But here, like, there were no passes given, and you were just like, you're going to have to find a way around me. And ran a little bit more, I would say more like of an aggressive line where you didn't give the Pro 4s as much room.
Yeah, I mean, we're racing. I'm not giving away positions. That's
for sure. Yeah, no, I wasn't saying like you just roll over, but at some of the tracks you'll definitely pull over a little bit or give them a nose to make sure that they don't take you out. But you could tell that the confidence level from the laps that you've turned here, that you knew you could get yourself out of any situation that a Pro 4 might get you into. So
yeah, to a point. I think I had to leave some room a couple times because I knew they got to the inside, and if I tried to force it, I'd end up probably pushed wider than I wanted to be. So this just kind of, you got to pick your battles, and I definitely was able to battle a little more here in the tight corners. But those two long straightaways were so fast for the Pro 4s. was really hard to get those. And I actually made a mistake in the S turn before the flyaway jump in the last lap. Lost all my momentum. I think I could have held off the last Pro 4, but then he made up so much time there, he was able to push me out of the way. But it was fun battling with those guys every week. It's been a challenge.
Are you trying to say my kid pushed you out of the way?
Did he? Was it him? I don't know who
Yeah,
it was.
it was.
Yeah,
He snuck by
it's
you
racing,
right
man.
at the-
He got there. Yeah, he got it there.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, no, it's fun trying to battle with those guys.
So I got a question to ask you. So I've been talking to a lot of the drivers, both before tonight and also after the race from last week. And a lot of people feel like the trucks changed a little bit after this last update. Now we know that the new dirt update didn't come out for the trucks, but do you feel like your truck was a little bit different tonight or recently than it has been before the last update?
Not no, not really. I mean, there maybe a little bit. The weather changes things so much. Like, so it's hard to tell because I mean, the way the humidity affects it is pretty drastic with your grip levels in the dirt, with how much moisture's in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously with the track wear in it is a huge factor, and also the temperature with how it wears. It's pretty dynamic actually. So maybe some of their new updates have leaked into patches so far, but I don't know. I don't think so.
I was just wondering because, I mean, it could be in our heads as well. Like you're thinking, something feels different, or you're just not finding.
Well, they did do a dirt update like a year or so ago. I can't remember when it was.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is more recent.
And it changed. Yeah, it changed some stuff a little bit then, but yeah, nothing that I've noticed recently.
Well, guess what time it is?
Yeah.
Time for you to rip off all of the names and people that helped make this all possible for you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Shout out to you guys for putting on the broadcast, and then Cody for putting on the league. It's fun to go back and watch these battles and see what's going on the track. And then also, everybody on our team, of course, Nitro Circus. We got a bunch of people who have been racing this. Eric couldn't make it tonight, but Sean's been racing it. It's fun practicing with those guys. And Vince made it out tonight, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, shout out those guys. And we'll actually, I don't know, I won't be here next week. That's right. The other league starts up. We're overlapping a little bit, I think. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Good thing tonight was double points for you then, huh?
Yeah, I'll take it.
For sure, man. Well, it's always awesome having you come up in the broadcast booth and to pick your brain a little bit. You don't get to talk to the pros very often, but you're always one that is very open book, and that's always appreciated. So always got great things going, and it's too bad you won't be able to make next week. And we know you got your own stuff, so we definitely understand. But congratulations on another win here at Top Box in the Pro 2 class.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, man. Take it easy. Have a great night, brother. You did awesome.
You too, man. Cheers.
All right, later. And that's going to do it for the Pro 2s. Who do we have? Coming home in the third position tonight, sitting on the podium, it is Clay Erickson out of Glendale, Arizona. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, I almost thought I wasn't going to be here. Your son decided to pile drive through the whole field on the first lap on accident, but we made it through that and couldn't get it by him.
Yeah, he got turned sideways by a truck and then completely just lost it and gathered it back up. But yeah, man, what was it like out there when, Nathan was putting all the pressure on Brock and you were sitting right there? Were you waiting for a mistake?
Yeah, I was, especially like the last couple laps. I knew they were battling, but I just couldn't catch them. I made too many mistakes, and hopefully next week.
Yeah, I mean, we've got one more week, and, I think you were sitting in 5th place coming into this race, so the double points probably really helped you out.
Yeah, I knew I needed a decent finish and along with everybody else, but hopefully all the people ahead of me had a bad night and hopefully jump in front of them.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably picked up a spot at least, I would think. And it was awesome, man. It was awesome watching you guys out there battling lap after lap after lap. And you were right there in the mix, man. There was, it was a toss up to see who was going to take this one home.
Yeah, I was just hoping they would battle a little harder, or we had one more lap, and I felt like I could have got him. But who knows? I've gained a lot since I first started, so that's always a plus.
Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but you're always consistent and always one to, to be right there at the end as a contender. So it's awesome watching you battle each and every week. And who would you like to thank, man? Who makes this possible for you?
Just all you guys, Cody, you, Brody, pushing the cushion productions. Like I don't even know everybody else on the truck. Then we got a new series starting up, United Asphalt Sim series. So if you guys want to come race for some money, it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be streamed on Pushing the Cushion Productions. Not sure exactly how we're going to do it because I would definitely like to race in it as well. But we're going to figure something out and give something for everybody to see. But that's a little bit more your speed, huh? Going back to the oval stuff.
Yeah, definitely gets rid of the right turn, so it's definitely in my comfort zone then.
Definitely. Well, and you've also been one in practice. It's been one to watch as well. So, it's awesome to see that you branch out and kind of get out of your comfort zone and try different disciplines for racing. And I think it's probably making you. Do you feel like you're faster when you run like all the different stuff and then come back to what you're used to?
Yeah, I think I drive a little harder now since getting all this experience, but I guess we'll have to find out again.
Absolutely. Well, good luck next week. It'll be interesting to see where you bring it home. And congratulations getting on the podium once again tonight.
Thank you.
Clay Erickson coming home in the third position. Coming home in the second spot tonight for the Pro 4s and overall, Nathan Matoxen from the Off-Road Outlaws.
Yep. Yep.
You were turning the screws tighter and tighter and tighter on Brock Smith lap after lap after lap. I really thought you had something for him and it was going to come down to the last lap. Unfortunately, you didn't have enough to get it done tonight, but double points I'm sure didn't hurt to come home in second, huh?
It absolutely did not. I mean, I waited too long to make the pass on Brock, and passing out Burke River, you have to set up your pass like half a track in advance because you might gain them in one turn, but you could lose it in the next turn easily. Like, it's not hard at all. You have to be consistent just to keep up.
Well, and I would say you were definitely consistent tonight. And, you and Brock were putting down the top times all night long. And it was awesome watching you guys out there battling. It's so easy to call. Great race to, to call. And, yeah, man, the whole last half of the track, it looked like you had a speed advantage. You were able to carry a little bit more speed in and out of the corners over Brock, but he just had enough of the line to be able to hold you off when you would make your moves. And yeah, I mean, it looked like you set him up a few times, but he just saw it coming enough that he could counteract it. What do you think?
Yeah, with my strong suit is later in the last half, which I gotta fix, being faster in both halves, not in the last half, because with the last half, I've been noticing that I just instantly get quicker and quicker, because I don't know, but just the way I have my truck set up as well, because with all of that, Bark River, it's hard with all that track changes too.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure what to do with the setup because with the track resets and the temperature, skies, everything was changing drastically right away.
Well, I mean, you figured it out, right?
Yep, I did. Yes, I did.
Absolutely. Who would you like to thank? Who makes it possible for you?
Big thanks to Off Road Outlaws for our team. Mesmermere Photography, all the other guys. I mean, you got Just a Trim Lawn Service, AMS Motorsports, AMX iRacing. Those guys just honestly, they support you in any way. They help you out, give you things. Running with the 906 guys like Brock, Brent, Jeff, and Solo, running with those logging laps. I mean, it helped out a lot with how many lap times we're putting down. Like, I don't know. I put in a lot of hours at Bark River.
Well, it definitely showed. I mean, I don't think anything can be taken away for the seat time that you guys have put into the track, into the truck, figuring it out inside and out, and knowing how to race each other. Running against Brock when you're not running in a league race probably helps out because you kind of get to see a driver's tendency to know when you come into these pressure cooker races on what you could possibly do to force his hand, and it was awesome just watching you guys battle. Like I said, it's you're always a contender. You're always fast, and seeing you grow, man, like you've definitely gotten way faster. You've been on the podium a few times this year, and it's awesome to see. So congratulations, man.
Thank you.
For sure. That's Nathan Metoxen coming home in second. You're going to be looking for that win next week, though, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Leaving it all out on the track. There you go. So Nathan Metoxen coming home in second, and with the win in the Pro 4 class and overall for the second time this season, Brock Smith.
What's up, guys?
How are you, sir?
Doing good. I mean, heck of a race. I mean, start with the heat. It was fun. The truck felt good, and tell you the truth, I feel bad for what I did to Metoxen door to door at the end because he raced me so clean. But to me, it left a little door open on the line I've always been running, so I kind of touched a little too harder than I thought I did, and kind of bumped pretty good to kind of mentally make him a little upset. But all in all, it was a good night. I mean, truck felt very good. Jeff and Metoxen, the AMX guys, 906 Dirt. My brother, I mean, run his first race tonight with us, and he got fourth. That was awesome. And I mean, all out. I mean, me and Metoxen, I get along with him very well, and I understand if he's a little mad, but I mean, last corners, last lap, it's hard, when you're going for the win.
I think you'll be surprised when you go back and watch the broadcast. He didn't mention it at all. So I would say that you guys are probably pretty safe. He understood that it was a great race, and, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man.
Right. And intentionally, I don't mean to do that to people. I mean, we always 906 guys, we all run and learned a lot from, like he said on the interview. I was listening. He did a heck of a job. And like Anthony James, all those guys, I mean, we've came a long way, and we're starting to progress on our practicing over and over, and we're on pretty much every night. So, I mean, thanks to all you guys at Top Box. Awesome show. So cool to go back and watch these races, and we will, and we'll all watch it together, give each other hard times. But all in all, Jeff Ives, he sets my trucks up. So it's crazy. I mean, bummer he got hit early, but I mean, it's racing, like we'd all say. So
exactly. Yeah, I thought that your brother coming home in fourth place tonight, I sent him the league invite like right before the race started. He was able to get in and to almost put it on the, up on the podium the first night out here in the league. I thought it was going to be a couple brothers sitting up there. Now, is he your older brother or younger brother?
No, we're actually identical twins. We're 6 minutes apart. So, yeah, we've done this our whole lives, not iRacing, but real racing off-road. Sure. So, I mean, we've been around this track thousands of laps in our career in real life. So it's pretty much the same mentality, but you have to give the truck in like real life what it likes and how you feel. So, I mean, we're starting to get faster, and I can't say enough to my best bud, Jeff. I mean, he's going through a lot of crap right now, and I know he'll pull through. And man, I can't thank enough to everybody.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome watching the 906 posse out there. You guys are bringing the heat with a bunch of guys, and you know we appreciate each and every one of you guys coming out and supporting the league, and it's always awesome to watch you race. And you know, you were sitting on the top spot all night. Metoxin had something for you. You were able to
He
pull it out
did.
at the end. But, you know, just seeing you guys and being able to call the races and the racing action for all you guys has been great all season. So congratulations on another win. One more week to go. Maybe we'll have another interview. What do you say?
I hope so. I mean, we'll go back and we'll practice up and get all together again, and we'll see you guys next week. And thanks to Smith Graphics, my brother's sticker stuff, and 906. We're actually running tomorrow night in that 100-minute race. So me and Jeff and my brother, so that'll be fun. And all the MX guys. I mean, to everybody that's helped us out to get this far, it's so awesome to meet new people. So.
Yeah, that's fantastic and very well said, man. Well, congratulations. Like I said, I know we'll be seeing more of you, and can't wait to see it. So congratulations once again on the win tonight, and it's double points, so that's not going to hurt your season championship at all. That'll be looking a little bit better, right?
Right, yeah. Well, thanks again, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. That is Brock Smith, your overall and Pro 4 winner. And Cody, what do you think? What do we have to look forward to next week?
Land Rush.
Oh, does that mean we're going to Crandon?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, that will be one to end on for sure. Crandon, the full length will be amazing to watch these guys finish out this amazing season. And what do you think? What did you think of the race tonight?
I think the racing is getting better the more we do it, because most of the drivers are respecting each other and not wanting to take each other out anymore, like the beginning of the season. So a lot of respect for all the guys out there today.
Absolutely, man. I think, you know, the more that everybody gets to run next to each other and kind of knows what to expect from each other. I think at the beginning of the season, they weren't quite sure. So you get kind of a little antsy or maybe a little bit more aggressive or overdrive. You know, when you're not sure what to expect, you think you have to get each and every position on lap number one. But if you do that, you're not going to be there at the very end. And these guys are figuring out the, you know, the competition caution, and they're not getting so discouraged at the beginning half of the race because they know they still have the back half. And I think it's really great, man. I think that the racing that you know, that we've put on all season long has been amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm happy with it. I was looking forward to giving a couple black flags out there, but they showed me wrong.
Man, I tell you what, I think they made your life easy tonight. You know, being the race director and all by yourself and having to make all of this happen and getting it all done. And they all stayed in line. They all followed the rules. So that was good to see for sure.
Most definitely.
All right, folks, that is going to do it for us tonight. I will sign off for myself and Brody. Cody, what do you got?
Peace out. Catch you guys on the next one.
All right. And that's going to do it. We will see you next week for the Crandon season finale. And that one is going to be one to make sure you are watching for. Same bad time, same bad channel. Make sure you like and subscribe so you know when Pushing the Cushion production goes live. Have a great night, folks. Thank you all.